Oh,
If you told me this was vegan, I would question you because it tastes like you use
so creamy.
cream.
Yes, there you have it. All right. I'm gonna show you how to make kulfi. Kulfi is an Indian-style dessert that's traditionally made with white bread and whole milk. But this is my vegan cooking show, so I'm gonna figure out a way to veganize this recipe and also replace that white bread with something a little bit more healthy. Today, I'm gonna be having Jahan and Yasmine, who make up the musical duo Krewella. Krewella has sold out shows of over 10,000 people. They've played over 250 shows in the same year. So I am so excited to find out what are the high energy, high nutrient foods that they're eating to keep them sustained so that they can go day in and day out and perform at their best. To prepare this recipe, there are just 3 simple steps. First, we need to simmer the coconut milk on the stove. Second, we're gonna throw everything into the blender. Then we're gonna throw that in the freezer, give it a little whisk, and let it develop that delicious creamy texture that we're looking for in this kulfi recipe. First thing you want to do with coconut milk, especially in a can, is give it a quick shake. Now we got 2 13-ounce cans of coconut milk. I have my pot already preheated. I'll just pour that in. Might smoke and simmer just a little bit. Really what you want to see is that there's going to be about half the amount of coconut milk that you started with. At the end, it's going to be thicker and it's going to be more creamy. All right, now we're just going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes. The coconut milk has properly simmered for the past 30 minutes. It's reduced to be about half the amount that we started with, and it's ready to add to the blender with the other ingredient. 2.5 cups of frozen mangoes. Just watch how quick and easy this is. It just takes a matter of seconds. Now we got 8 dates right here. Typically kulfi has a lot of white sugar that you add when you're simmering the milk on the stove, but I'm trying to make my recipes a little bit healthier, so I go with dates whenever I'm trying to add a sweetener. A pinch of salt, and then my last ingredient is cardamom. This is a very traditional Indian seasoning. I like to bring out the true aroma and get as much flavor going as we can. So I add this to my pestle and mortar, stir it around, and then you mash it. Make sure you're covering it with your offhand because it will bounce all over the place. 1 tablespoon of cardamom. And those are all of our blender ingredients. Now it's time to add the pistachios. So we add them to the pestle and mortar, just tap them gently. Add that, whisk in those pistachios. Now it's time to turn this kulfi into a creamy ice cream texture. Now the key to doing this is putting it in the freezer and letting it sit for about 30 minutes and whisking it once every 30 minutes after that for the first about 2 to 4 hours. You're gonna have to stay tuned for the rest of the episode because I'm not gonna finish or plate this until I have my guest Krewella come and join me in the kitchen, and I'm gonna have them let me know if my veganized, vegan inspiration kulfi tastes like the real deal. Did that coconut milk do them justice? Did my dates as a replacer for sugar take care of the sweetness that we're looking for? And have I prepared an authentic kulfi dessert for my guests? Stay tuned.
Lost in, baby, I've been getting so lost in everything about you be flossing. Wanna be with you to the coffin. I'm lost in.
So this is my special treat for the 3 of us to enjoy.
Oh my God, I'm
so we got
excited.
our dinner and dessert.
I'm curious because you know
You're
that
gonna
you
love
try
this
to
like that.
avoid refined sugars. What did you do to sweeten that?
Mangoes.
That's it.
Yeah, just mangoes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
yes, there's no
paleo.
added sugar to that. All right, so
Oh, the texture seems very authentic. It has that kind of, how do you describe it, that ice kind of texture?
smooth,
Oh.
smooth as ever.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Can I have this recipe?
You can have this recipe 1,000,000%. This
so
is for
good.
you.
Oh
If
yeah.
you told me this was vegan, I would question you because it tastes like you use
So creamy.
cream.
Yes, there you
All
have
from the
it.
coconut,
All
right?
right. Coconut milk is such a key ingredient in vegan cooking. Wow.
If you're not salivating at home, I don't know what's wrong with you. This is so good.
Yes. Well, your soup was amazing. I think it's a perfect pairing. And thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen on Trying Vegan with Mario and sharing this amazing recipe. What did we decide to call it?
We're gonna call it healing soup. Healing soup.
All right.
I'm just gonna take
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna
Enjoy.
move it over here.
All right, that is a wrap for this episode, and stay tuned for the next episode and see what we're cooking next time in my kitchen. Thanks for checking out one of my favorite segments from Trying Vegan with Mario. To watch full episodes, check your channel guide and see if I'm playing in your area. My full episodes are also streaming on Roku.
It's me, Mario. Trying Vegan with Mario.
If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up.